Hello everyone, welcome to today's English class. I'm happy to have all of you here with me. Today our class is going to be very interesting and I'm full of fun activities. But just before starting our class, we want to give you a small reminder of what we discussed in the previous lesson or in the previous class. So in the previous class, we discussed two techniques of reading that which are most famously or which are most widely used. Those techniques are, let me ask you people. So can anyone name those techniques which we studied in the previous lesson? Yes, Sarah. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, we discussed two different techniques of reading, and those were the extensive reading technique and intensive reading technique. I told you in that lesson that in the extensive reading technique, we mostly focused on reading for joy or fun. We mostly read those things which make us happy or which we are interested in. And while in the interesting intensive reading technique, we focused on details like what type of vocabulary is used, or what kind of grammar or the meanings, etc. We focused on details. So these were the two reading techniques which we discussed in the previous lessons. I also told you that we would be reading a novel. Anyone remember that name? Let me tell you that the novel is The Maze Runner. The Maze Runner. So we are going to embark on the exciting journey of into the world of The Maze Runner. It's a thrilling novel which gonna make you to take you at the edges of your seat. So before starting the Maze Runner novel, I just want to have a question from you people. Have anyone of you heard about this novel or maybe watched this movie? Anyone? Yes, Amna. Great. I can see a lot of you people, a lot of you have studied this novel or maybe watched the movie. So this novel, if anyone hasn't watched the movie or hasn't read the novel, don't worry, we are going to explore it hard together. This novel is actually let me before starting the novel or the reading, I just want to have a short or a quick warm-up question from you. Can anyone tell me what is the basic plot of the novel The Maze Runner? Don't be shy, don't be shy, and don't be afraid. If you have, I would love to hear your thoughts about this novel. So feel free to share your ideas or thoughts or whatever you know about this novel. Excellent. Actually, The Maze Runner, this novel is it's about a group of teenagers who who are trapped by a mysterious maze, and they have no memory of the past. So we are going to explore this novel through a technique of intensive reading. So as I told you earlier that during the intensive reading technique, we focused on details like grammar, vocabulary, etc. So in this novel, we are going to explore this two intensive reading technique. Let me start the intensive reading technique. Let me tell you about more about this. So, can anyone tell me what is the basic plot or what actually and during the intensive reading technique, actually, we would be looking for clues that lead us to know about the main characters, the plot, the story about the novel. So we are going to actually, the intensive reading technique is going to give us an idea, or it would be helping us to find those things. So before starting our actual reading, the intensive reading, I want to ask one more question from you people. We have discussed different strategies of reading which help us to understand the text better. So can anyone name one strategy which we already studied or we have already discussed? Yes, Abdullah? Great. Absolutely right. Predicting is one of the strategies which help us to keep engaged in the lesson, in the reading, and it helps us to keep us curious and thoughtful about what might happen next. So these are the different strategies or techniques I have discussed with you. Now coming to the actual reading, and we are having an activity coming up. I'm making groups of you people, 5 groups of you. In those groups, you have different tasks to do. First task, you have to read the first passage or the first paragraph of the novel or this reading. From that first paragraph, you have to then brainstorm ideas together in group. Brainstorming means you have to predict about the story, what might happen next. After brainstorming, your next task will be that you have to mind map or you have to written what you have already thought about the novel or the lesson. Remember that during the mind mapping, you have you will need a blank paper or a blank page. In the middle of that page, in the blank page, you have to write the central theme, and around that theme, you have to write whatever related ideas comes into your mind. You have to write all of those. So I hope you have understand what I am trying to say or what I actually expect from you to do in this activity. Okay, are you ready? Great. So let's start this activity. You can start now. So brilliant, excellent. I am very happy that you have actively participated in the group discussion. I actually observed 3 people during your activity or what you were trying or what you were doing. I am happy that you participated actively. So this was enough. I think this is enough for our today's lesson. Let us just record or whatever we studied today. So we started our lesson by discussing the 2 different techniques of reading. That those are the intensive and extensive reading technique. Then we discussed that what is the actually what are the different strategies to start the reading, and that is predicting. Then you people brainstorm different ideas about the lesson and draw a mind map. You actually in the group, in the form of groups. So I think we have discussed all those things, and I hope you have understood it better. So this is enough for today. I will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.